Hi, I'm Symphoneers, and today we're taking a look at Cloud Midgar Mercenary. This is a ridiculous commander because it's just a Stoneforge Mystic that you can play in the command zone, but also it doubles up equipment triggers and stuff, and it is very strong. We win a lot with Cloud. The kind of unofficial, sub-commander, emotional support commander, or the thing I tutor for most regularly with Cloud, if we're playing Cloud on curve, is Sword of Forge and Frontier, because exiling the top 4 cards of your library, getting to play 2 additional lands per turn, and doing all this stuff is very good early in the game. Aside from that, other kind of key pieces of equipment are like Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear can drop the indestructibility off of the One Ring, which is relevant in Brawl, and also just lifelink and trample for ensuring that we can actually connect and deal damage to the opponent and get swords of this and that triggers is cool and good. Aside from those things, we are playing some stuff to help actually get equipment onto mostly Cloud in Sigarda's Aid and Forge Anew, which is kind of another Sigarda's Aid, more or less. And yeah, we have some auras in the deck as well, just to further like Voltron up Cloud and make him a big problem in like Chains of Custody, Sheltered by Ghosts, and ossification and stuff. We're playing some Heliod's or like some tutoring in the list to lean into just making this a very like toolboxy Voltron strategy. With Heliod's Pilgrim that can tutor for all of those removal auras. We also have like 1 rune in here or whatever. We also have Recruiter of the Guard, which can grab a bunch of things, like it can get Solitude as well as Skyclave Apparition or whatever, and those together can deal with a lot of threats or problems. Teferi's Protection for protection is in here. We have Halvar, Sword of the Realms for just protecting Cloud. We're playing a bit of incidental removal in like the Wandering Emperor, Swords to Plowshare's Path to Exile and stuff. We have a Mana Tithe in here for memes, and it has been good every game. Every game I've drawn it, it's hit something decent, so, surprisingly real. Other value stuff in here is like the Regalia to just help us ramp and do more stuff. We have the Aether Spark in here as another big equipment hit, just to do Aether Spark stuff. It's a very good card. Helm of the Host, kind of for memes or for fun too. I haven't actually done the Helm of the Host thing yet. Celestial Armor is one of the better protection effects in the deck just because it has flash and you can kind of surprise people with equipment combat trick thing, which is good. Genji Glove is probably worth shouting out as well because with the additional combat phases and stuff and the double strike, if you get this onto Cloud, especially with the Sword of Fortune Frontier or something already on Cloud, you have probably just won that game, because you're like double striking, getting, 8 Sword of Forge and Frontier triggers per combat, and then you get, 3 combats or whatever, and it's a lot. It sure goes vroom vroom. Machinist's Arsenal in here for just a big beater thing. Weapons Vendor in here for reducing equip costs. We also are playing a couple of other cantrippy creatures, or just like creatures that draw cards and stuff, because we're not playing that many creatures, and the creatures that we are playing we mostly want to either draw us into like equipment and stuff or mana acceleration. And then we can just equip swords and stuff onto them too if we want to, but we are focused on Voltroning up Cloud. I think that's more or less the deck. We have some cost reducers in like Pearl Medallion and the Lifestone thingamajig, the Wind Crystal, and we just use those to play more things as we go. That's more or less the deck. If you like the deck tech and like the video, like, subscribe, etc. Always helps the channel a lot. If you want to support the channel even more, you can dig around in the description below for links to my Patreon. You can follow me on Twitch and drop off a Prime sub. You can become a YouTube member, or you can buy, if you're buying cards, you can buy them through Card Trader using my link and code in the description. Gets you 5% off and gets me a little kickback, and it's good. It adds up, or like it matters more than you would think for keeping the channel sustainable. All that rambling out of the way, let's get on to some actual gameplay. This hand has Chrome Mox, So we keep it. Good talk. Chrome Mox Amber, so we can Cloud on one and then Mox Amber and play Giver of Runes? Yep. We Chrome Mox the Razorgrass Ambush. This is part of why these MDFCs are good. And then we Cloud, and we Cloud for, whatchamacallit. I like Sword of Fortune Frontier as an opener. It's, there are other pieces of equipment in the deck that are potentially stronger overall, but something that gives you ramp and card advantage early is pretty good, pretty generically useful. So, oh, Recruiter. I've not actually drawn a Recruiter in a game before. Equip to... yeah. No attacks. We just vibe for the moment. They have played a Goobu Gardener. Genova doing things. Defense of the Heart, huh? 3 or more creatures? All I need is my sword twink. Well, yeah, we'll do that, I think. Go honka bonka with Cloud. And see what we hit. Oh yeah, Cloud does do the Panharmonicon trigger thing, so... Lodi, we rampin'. Do I need more creatures? I think we might just be fine. Normally I would play the Mentor of the Meek, but I don't particularly want to give them the Defense of the Heart thing. Oh, I have not looked at the deck list before starting playing today. I put in a disenchant, didn't I? Or we have the one disenchant in the flip land, the Witch Enchanter. We are playing Loran of the Third Path, which we can get off of Recruiter of the Guard. Okay, good talk. First game of the day, this'll happen. Or yeah. And that will let us develop normally, or a bit more normally. Okay, so play land, do big bonkus. We have protection from their board. Sword of Fortune Frontier goes burr. Halvar, you're fun. Hi, Audio Evil. Good to see you, good to have you. We do love a big bonkus. So let's Recruiter first. And yes, we take action and we grab Loran. And this is why tutors are good. Because we can stop Defense of the Heart from existing. And then also Sword of the Realms, maybe Andrel's higher priority. Okay. Opponent didn't like me dealing with their, busted card, and fair. Good games to the opponent. Anyway, this hand is funny. This hand is funny. Cloud v Cloud. We can Mana Tide their Cloud, potentially. I guess we'll Mox Amber, I don't know. Mana Tide is so stupid. I mean, it's a... Yeah, anyway. We Cloud, we grab, Sword of Funky and Fresh. Forge and Frontier. Maybe we just hold up Celestial Armor? They're going to give me another tutor? Oh, opponent, you shouldn't have. Thousand Moon Smithy. We do maybe want to do the Priest here, just to have a thing that can carry a sword. Shadow Spear's good. We love a Shadow Spear. This is a thing, a Wind Crystal. we could do other stuff. I do think I want to do the wind crystal thing here, just because cost reduction is cool and good. It's more impactful the earlier you play it. We do have a fair amount of colorless stuff, which doesn't get cost reduced, but just like, I don't know, cheap celestial armor, cheap Thousand to Moon Smithy, etc. Pretty decent. Cloud number 2. I am curious to see what they get. Oh, Aether Spark's an interesting one, and like a pretty good target. Do we want to do this? Yes, I think. Genji Glove? Maybe Genji Glove. It's scary, anyway. Hexproof indestructible +2/+0 flying. Let's do this. And keep the celestial armor in hand. Oh, I guess I could play out the chips. I kind of forgot about the Mox Amber, you know, as you do. Uptick on Aether Spark, Honka Bonka. Pass, we block like this. We celestial armor onto our cloud. Oh, opponent didn't expect us to block, and yeah, we win the game. Good games to the opponent. Yes, we have acceleration. We have boots. We have tutors and a card draw angle. I would like to, I don't know, sure. Cloud. Grab a Sword of Fortune Frontier. I guess you could get like the protection equipment if you are against a mono black opponent or something, or you think that Cloud's going to immediately eat removal. The problem with tutoring for protection equipment is just that like you're tapped out the turn you play Cloud if you're playing Cloud on curve, so anyway. I would like to play the Arcane Signet, I think. They're going to murder my boy, Swordman, aren't they? Or maybe not. We get the Lava Spur Boots equip. We do a bonk. We end the turn, and it's fine. They just had some instant that they didn't want to cast, probably. Or they're, you know, MLG player holding priority, just to be all responsible and stuff. Oh, Regalia. Regalia's fun. Although maybe not the move immediately. Because we do have Sword of Fortune Frontier, which does our thing. Sword of Fortune Frontier does give Cloud protection from their deck, which, you know, pretty good. Good games to the opponent. I think we keep this, actually. I was tempted to free mulligan just for mana to accelerate into something. Some 1 mana removal would be nice. But having 2 pieces of interaction for big mana deck, like to kill Gwenna, seems decent. Declaration in Stone the Gwenna. I guess maybe they could be playing Scoot Swarm or something. Oh lordy, they rampin'. He who ha. Sword of Fire and Ice. We don't have a good simple equip on the upcoming turn. Or like Cloud tutor for a thing that matters and etc. Oh, Heracus Lem, Deepest Growth. Yeah, they play big things, go vroom vroom. So anyway, I like doing Sword on the prior turn so that we can do Cloud this turn. Grab, probably just Funky and Fresh again. Forge and Frontier, do a Journey to Nowhere on O'Hare Kaslem. Oh boy. We are sure doing stuff. Sure just churning through games, huh? Good games to the opponent. Keep? Question mark? We have Sword of Forge and Frontier in the opener, which is interesting. Dragon card from among them onto the battlefield. Big dragons. I was tempted to mulligan just for acceleration. I do think that this deck really likes I think this deck really likes a Mox open. Wow, hot commentary, useful commentary, as opposed to all of those decks that don't like a Mox open. Yeah, I think we benefit from acceleration letting us do equipment stuff faster. Maybe Fire and Ice here? Discard weapons, Andrel. Oh, help. Brain. Might be Machinist's Arsenal, weirdly. I mean, I guess weapon... Am I still playing the Danitha? I think we have one or two ways to get the Machinist's Arsenal back into hand. Anyway. Sword of Forge and Frontier. No attacks. Don't worry about it, opponent. I'm sure it'll be fine. Explore. I'm potentially supposed to do the Sword of Fire and Ice for, like, shooting the Delighted Halfling. I kind of feel like we have a turn cycle to work. Don't have a Lightning Bolt. Opponent. There's a fake card. Aw. Frequently I will scoop to alchemy cards basically out of principle, but we have been just churning through games, so getting someone offering any resistance is like, okay, I'll bite. I will, you know, play things out. I was tempted just to do the Cloud replay there, but I did like, getting stuff happening. Mox Amber doesn't tap for mana without Cloud. We can play Cloud, play Mox Amber if we don't draw lands. Well... Decisions and lines and etc. Big Bonkus. Hit the opponent. We do draw some things. We would like to play the Mind Stone. And the Mox Amber and the Springleaf Drum. Sorry, Mentor of the Meek. Yeah, we do have a Giver of Runes that can protect Cloud now. Dragons. I think we should get a Shadow Spear, probably. Shadow Spear... Enters or attacks, huh? Shadow Spear is just good because it gives us lifelink. I guess the Genji Glove kind of just kills them, but I don't know, one thing at a time. Sigarda's Aid. Ooh, Sigarda's Aid, though. What if we do this? And then Shadow Spear onto the Welcoming Vampire. Big Bonkus. Take the opponent to 18. Vibe? I mean, I guess we can portable hold the Delighted Halfling, that's maybe fine. Tap Cloud. slow them down a little bit. Sword of Fire and Ice does work for getting past the Wrathful Red Dragon. Dragon's Horde. Okay. Feeling pretty good. No blocks. We got Shadow Spear so that we could not block. Kitty. Sort of this and that onto the lad. Also, Andril sure is a card, right? Then let's go to attacks and figure out what the rest of our turn looks like. Andril spits out some spirit tokens. We bonketh thusly. They go to... Oh, they're just dead. I did not do that math. We simply kill them. Yes? Yes. Brain. Iron Crag on 2, then Pearl Medallion Fabrication Foundry. That gives us the most mana the fastest, right? I think. I guess depending on whether or not we draw land, doing restoration might make sense. Yeah, I do wish we drew a land there. Restoration of a Ganjo, grab a plains, play at plains. Luxamber not currently tapping for mana. Every game I've drawn Mana Tithe, it has done a thing immediately, which is very goofy. I guess we can do the Pearl Medallion, which makes this turn a little bit smoother, which is nice. Do the Fabrication Foundry and Cloud. Decline the Iron Crag trigger and grab. Just Sword of Fortune Frontier. It ramps, it gives us protection from their deck, etc. Monstrous... yeah. Words are hard. Monstrous Vortex. Very good. We do Sword of Funky and Fresh. Go Vroom Vroom with Cloud. Impulse Draw 4. Ooh, Shadow Spear is good. And 2 lands, also good. We can play Dog. Everyone loves Dog. Oh yeah, and land for the turn so we can hold up Swords to Plowshares. Oh, they're gonna eat some worlds. Oh, and they Monstrous Vortex into the One Ring. Okay, that's a little bit more like, well. Indestructible, huh? I guess we could save the Swords to Plowshares for something else. I'm kind of just like, Lay Down Arms, the Bird of Paradise. Combat damage to a player. So they don't have stuff immediately. Recruiter. It doesn't actually make sense to attack with Sword of Fortune Frontier or equip the Shadow Spear because we won't deal damage and those triggers or like all that stuff requires Recruiter can tutor for Solitude. Hey, why is that card like that? Skyclave Apparition's really good, actually. Shadow Spear kill... Oh! Shadow Spear does kill Ring! Thank you for the layup, Audio Evil, or for reminding me of the flavor text, not flavor text, but the thing. The thing Shadow Spear does. It has probably been, I don't know, 3 years or whatever since the lose hexproof indestructible ability was relevant for me. I guess the One Ring does make it even better. Yep. And decline. Yeah, we can get the monstrous vortex too. Just shut off all of their like big value generation-y stuff. They do still have the protection from the ability, so the only attack that we actually do is Architect of Restoration. Clank. And end turn. Oracle of Moldiah for the opponent. Excellent card. Excellent card, although we are doing pretty good, so I'm not that worried. Also, immediately lay down arms the Oracle of Moldiah. Get the Aether Spark down. A uptick attached to Cloud. Shadow Spear attached to Cloud. Look at my big boy and his big swords. I mean, I guess everything. It's a 0-1. What am I afraid of? We do a big bonk. Big bonk goes through. The opponent goes to 13, and a lot of triggers happen. The Aether Spark has so much loyalty. Oh. I mean, shoot birds of paradise? This might actually be incorrect, like giving them card draw over the mana. I don't know. This is fine. And the final card is Craterhoof. I mean, pretty good. It is Craterhoof. Not the best board for Craterhoof, but sorry, we can block for 6, so we don't. My turn. Play a land. Thinking, what if we simply go vroom vroom? They can't block Cloud because of the protection. So they take the Architect short, that is the thing, and we do, in fact, do a murder there. Good games to the opponent. Chains of Custody has to be one of the, like, least powerful cards that I love the most, just in terms of, the entire thing being, like, mechanically... The synergy between mechanics and flavor, the art being very cool, like, who's this person? Why is their skin all, like, magma-y, question mark? Did they have a demon in Amber Prison? Yeah, the original Sheltered by Ghosts, the OG, the good one, the balanced, respectable Sheltered by Ghosts. Yes. We've got interaction, we've got ramp, we've got the Aether Spark. We do upkeep, Mox Amber, and a Chromatic Sphere. And we vibe. Yeah, 2 pieces of interaction, or like 1 mana exile, seem pretty good versus Bruenor. Chromatic Sphere for white. Alvar. Interesting. Cloud grab. Just Forge and Frontier again. Why not? Hmm. Would like to draw lands. But we'll see. Rude. I mean, I guess we can Witch Enchanter. I was tempted to, like, Path to Exile Cloud for a second. Maybe I do still want to do that just because it's ramp. No, not yet, I don't think. Sigarda's Aid. Hmm. Well. I think we take this. I would like to play out the Witch Enchanter as a land, but it's our only disenchant right now, so we'll just let this stuff happen for the moment. Pearl Medallion is helpful. Ward 2. Okay. Oh, we don't have enough planes for the thing, right. I don't love the mix of ward plus giving them ramp. It makes our, mana issues more of a problem. The Spider-Man pointing at Spider-Man. Buster Sword. Do I have this? I don't think I have this. Right. I remember punching in sword into the card search. Bride's Gown. Well. Let's do Mind Stone Pearl Medallion so that we can actually take game actions next turn. We can actually do stuff. Buster Sword busts some swords. I would have loved to draw on a planes at some point. You certainly do things, don't you, Mythic from 2025? Heroes Heirloom. Thinking. I haven't seen Buster Sword in Standard. It is, I think the only thing that's even close to it in terms of competition and is Standard legal is like Sword of Fortune Frontier. Yeah. I don't know. Let's do this. And play Small Cat, as you do. Skyclave Apparition is good-ish. The best kind of ish. Combat damage to a player. We do have 3 blockers and they don't have relevant protection, although Hero's Heirloom can give Cloud Trample. They are figuring it out. They're gonna cut a dog out of me. They're gonna cut a dog out of me. Cut a dog out of me. A bunch of things happen. We get to see a bunch of our deck. Isn't it fun? Found all our planes. Yeah, that happens. Solitude. in this economy? Sword of Horka and Borka. I like this with Sigarda's aid, I think. Take action. We still have not drawn in another planes for laydown arms. Oh, the ward 2. Oh, I just did a... Oh, whoops. No, sorry, I was supposed to do Solitude Cloud. And then... I don't know. Sorry, shoot dog. I'll just... think through this, question mark. No, we're just dead. We're dead to getting stuck on 2 mana, in short. Free mulligan? Genji Glove's fun. This hand's very slow. It is some solid nonsense. Moxamber. Moxamber. We just draw Sword of Fortune Frontier, which is nice. We can grab something or other. Opponent cracks Arid Mesa to grab a mountain or plains. Raucous Theater surveils. Swords is good. We play Cloud. Grab... Whenever I do this tutor, I do think sometimes that I should have the black-blue sword in here, but we don't really use it at all. Or, I mean, we have some odd things that we can recur in terms of, like, well, we can recast swords, and maybe that matters. Bone Crusher Giant. Nettlecyst. Yeah, we could be doing that stuff, huh? Maybe I should get a Nettlecyst or whatever over just some of the, like, more, I don't know, space fillery cards. I like hitting land drops, especially after our one loss today being to getting stuck on 2 lands. Yeah, I think we generally favor utility over, like, big beaters or whatever. But I don't know. Maybe it's fine. Let's, I mean, Stoneforge Mystic for free? Why not? Hard to be too mad about that. Boots? We could boots, we could maul. Do we have... No, Celestial Armor is in hand. Don't hate Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice does give us protection from... I mean, so does this sword. It is fine, don't worry about it. Replay Cloud? Yeah, Celestial Armor's fun. It's a good little protection trick thingamajig. Genji Glove? Why not? Hold up Swords to Plowshares. I probably am supposed to have just exiled Prosper. I'm gonna... whatever. Better late than never. Yeah, that's a goof on my part. But, Oh, goodbye Stoneforge Mystic. No, my punt matters? Ah, my punt matters. Although the good news is they're, like, out of stuff, basically, so. And we keep hitting land drops. Oh, that is good. I like it when we hit land drops. Yeah, Genji Gloves is just so many combats. Suit up the Architect. This requires they have black mana or an edict, like a black removal spell or an edict. Which, you know. Dark Ritual. Tybalt is red, so they can't actually do the... I mean, they can get rid of the sword. Okay. Weird move? I mean... Yeah, play it out. Don't you have... You start at 5 loyalty. The uptick gets you some cards and we can't deal it. I think that's early on their part. They had done a good job suppressing... Yeah, they forgot about Pro Red. That is probably why they scooped, but I don't think that they're in that bad a position in terms of, like, uptick instead of downtick, maybe, or like, fish for removal, get some stuff, keep suppressing my game plan, and, do Tybalt things, make me have to hit Tybalt a bunch, which means I don't get sword triggers, and maybe by the time I actually have cleared away Tybalt, you can just recast Tybalt, and etc., etc. Early scoop from the opponent, probably. Good games. Oh. Weird hand, but sure? Weird hand, but sure. Yes, this is today's Caravan Palace mixtape. Audio Evil. We're nearing the end of it. Cleric class for the opponent. We draw planes, which is great. One of the things I was nervous about with this hand was just not drawing any land. After that one game, I'm just like, oh, my land. Grab a Sword of Fortune Frontier. And we are now in a better position to, like, I don't know. Can we actually play out the sword here? We could do File, then... Or Fabrication Foundry? I don't know. Opponent fetches for some things, and they do some stuff. And, oh boy. They do some things and stuff. I'll just play with the sword. I don't want to think too hard. I like it when the sword go bonk and we draw 4 cards. This is pretty good. It's a good parlor trick. Our opponent is maybe going to kill Cloud or disenchant the sword. They did just do a hover. If they disenchant the sword, we maybe play out mana rocks and stuff just so we can have a bit better time going like Andril and Heliod's Pilgrim for an Aura and yada yada yada. Bator. Come in and know me, Bator man. Hi, SRAM. Good to see you, good to have you. You are green, so we do get protection here. We do a big bonkus. And get the 2 Sword of Fortune Frontier triggers. And get at least 1 land! Woo! Sorry, we can't recruit her. Why am I thinking about that? We do this, we get a Shadow Spear, which is good. I do like gaining life. Strange. They probably have Exile or like, you know, just a Doomblade or something. But we got 1 good bonk in with Cloud. Bator does a smash. Opponent gains 4 because of the +1 life from Cleric class. Toxic Deluge in this economy? How dare. We draw a planes. I would like to do some of our acceleration and stuff. Just cause. Or we can do File and just recast Cloud, which I kind of like. Got some more equipment in hand. Genji Glove. Oh, I immediately forgot about maybe putting in Nettle Assist. I do feel like Machinist's Arsenal is kind of doing that thing for us. Let's Genji Glove. Genji Glove just kills them. I mean, maybe not immediately. Although, yeah. We can't, yeah, we could make our Nettle Cyst a Machinist or whatever and just have such a large Nettle Cyst. We don't have cheap equipment costs from stuff. So I don't know if we Genji Glove here. Yeah, Arsenal does benefit from the cost reducers, which is handy. Or, like, surprisingly relevant. Ambitious Farmhand grab a plains? Maybe I'm supposed to do this differently. Let's do a smash. Get the 1 billion Sword of Forge and Frontier triggers. And by 1 billion I mean 2. Lay down arms, Chromux. Ooh-wee. Oh, this is some kind of something. Teferi's protection, more like Teferi tap for mana, please. Shoot Baitor. We should probably Loran the Guardian Project. Okay. Because that cuts off their card advantage, and just be spiteful. Portable Hole the Cleric class. Yeah. That was a turn. This is why I just tutor for Sword of Forge and Frontier so frequently. Just turns like that make it hard to go for other stuff. Shieldred. Rude. Me no like the Shieldred. So, Heliod's Pilgrim. Grab a... It's funnier to grab an aura, but I think ossification's probably safer. Or like a creature aura. They're all auras. That's how Heliod's Pilgrim works. But anyway, we get Shieldred out of the way. The opponent, no likey. We do the Sword of Fortune Frontier thing again and do a murder. Good games to the opponent. Thank you for watching the video, and an extra big thank you to the Patreon patrons and YouTube members that help make these videos possible. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.